Well, good morning, everyone. This is Emily Kestrel, and today I am exploring another cemetery. I am here with my little buddy Dread. I've also got my husband and my new coonhound puppy Einstein with me, and today we are exploring a very special and interesting place. It is Springdale Historic Cemetery in Peoria. This cemetery was started around 1854 with the first burial in 1857 as the growing town of Peoria needed a place to bury their dead. And now there are almost 80,000 people buried here. It's a very historic place. It's got several famous people interred here. It's also got a pet cemetery and a couple of ghostly legends. I hope you'll have a good time exploring here with me and a couple members of the dog fam as we figure out where on earth we're going and where all the good stuff is. And this is Einstein. He was in one of my earlier videos when he was just a puppy. At that time we thought he was a beagle mix, but he kept growing and growing, and we gave him a DNA test, and it turns out he is actually a tree-walking coonhound Great Pyrenees mix. He's 6 months old right now, and he's probably going to be huge. I originally heard of this cemetery as a place I might like to visit because of the Oak Savannah. I think it's on the Illinois River Road website for having the restored savanna in the middle of the cemetery. And then the more I got researching it online and hearing about the history of it and all of the people who were interred here that have some historical significance, it started to sound more and more interesting. And then leading up to this visit, I popped online again, was looking things up, and I thought, oh, if only it were haunted, it would have everything. And I found a blog from this lady who calls her site Paranormal Housewife, who told some ghost stories associated with the cemetery. Yes, I was wondering, there is an area where all the graves are in a circle that's known as a witch's circle. I don't know if this is it though. No, because according to Paranormal Housewife's blog, that circle is the Coles family, and I'm not seeing any Coles here. Now, I'm pretty sure that she said the witch's circle was Coles. And Jed is acting like he has not been outside in years, which is not true. He just went for a long walk yesterday. Those two can't stand each other inside, and he can't bear to be apart from him outside. Does that make any sense?
I don't know if it's him or me.
It could be you. It could be you. Oh, that must be the savannah. There's another view of this quadrant of the cemetery. Looks like some of these graves are in sore need of restoration. Here's another circle of graves. That just must be a thing they do in this cemetery. This is the Davis family circle. That's a cool tombstone. Spanish-American War.
I have never seen this.
Yes, it was not a war over lunch meat. It was the Spanish-American War. Yeah, spam war would be interesting. Well, this part of the cemetery is definitely interesting. And here it looks like another circle of gravestones. Let's see which family this belongs to. This looks like it was the Lindsay family. So already I do kind of have to poke a hole in the witch's circle theory. It looks like circles of graves belonging to one family. It's just a common motif in this cemetery. Here we have Prairie Gardens. What's this?
Like it's for cremation. Or maybe they just put people here.
They do like the circular motif here at this cemetery.
Oh, they were scattered.
Oh, the flowers grave is really cool. That looks like a great candidate for cemetery guardian tree. There's a little archway. And as I learned in my research online, the holding hand symbol frequently shows a married couple. There he is doing good for a change.
What have you done?
He wants a treat.
You haven't done anything nice. If anything, you've said. Stay.
Is it just me, or does this cemetery seem less orderly than like the one in Springfield and Bloomington?
It's not planned. It's on a hilltop, so they just put people where there's free air.
Yeah, it's like they just crammed them in wherever. And we can walk in the savannah. Oh, he looks like he's in his element. He's like, this is what I was bred for. Here it is. Here's the witch's circle.
Of course it is. Oh my god.
I'm just repeating what I heard online. The Cole family, according to what I read online, was a very wealthy family. They actually opened the first distillery in the Peoria area. And you know how people like to drink. Oh, and here's how we know we have found the witch's circle. People are leaving offerings. As soon as something gets started with an urban legend calling it a witch's circle or some other ghostly area, people come and leave offerings.
It's a freaking circle.
It is a circle.
Made of concrete. Not some natural substance that a witch's circle would be more attuned to.
You're upsetting Einstein.
No.
I am probably going to edit out everything my husband just said. But just to summarize, he does not believe in the witch's circle. This is the Cole family plot here in the middle of the savannah. They do have quite the monument.
Why is the torch upside down?
That might be part of the whole witch's circle part. I mean, you might have some kind of...
Are they saying this whole family were witches and warlocks and they were sacrificing virgins on this hillock?
I don't know. I don't know why. This one particular spot.
Let's call it Satan's circle instead.
I don't know why this one particular spot has the reputation it has. But now I'm really going to disgust you. I do sense a vibe here.
Oh God.
It does have a vibe. I mean, the vibe could just be all the people coming here believing in it have created a vibe, but there is a vibe. So we are now leaving the infamous Witch's Circle of Springdale Cemetery. What is he doing?
He's going after Satan. That's it, boy. Let's go get Satan.
He's a Satan hunting hound?
Come on, boy. Let's go get Satan.
Come on, Jared, let's catch him. Let's catch him. Come on, Jared. Jared can't run as fast.
Maybe he sensed something, dear. He should be your paranormal dog.
Well, eventually he will when he's trained. Well, and that is leaving the savannah. It is pretty cool. I kind of was expecting something larger. But I guess for being in the middle of a city cemetery, that's pretty good. Here's another example of the circular grave sites they seem to have here. This looks like it's the Chadwicks, and this one didn't go all the way around in a complete circle. Is that another circle? What do you think, Chad? If anyone's curious when this is being filmed, it is the middle of the day in the middle of December. It definitely has a winter kind of light. Let's give a little view of this quadrant. Now that is cute.
Yeah, that's cute. He's getting my...
He's adorable.
With his ear cat tongue.
Yep. And on the topic of ghostly themes, according to Paranormal Housewives blog, other things reported has been hearing music such as from the 1920s or 1930s, hearing voices when nobody's around, and also reports of an elderly man coming up to you and starting a conversation and everything seems normal until when he walks away, he just fades into the mist after passing a few gravestones. All of these are creepy tales that have not occurred to us today. And there is one other very tragic ghost story that I'll save up until I get to the spot where the ghost is said to occur. I'm done. I'm just reporting what I read on the internet.
Yeah, you're on top of a hill surrounded by actual houses and people that you couldn't have somebody playing old records or...
The old man vanishing, how do you explain that?
Mushrooms? LSD?
Could be mushrooms. Could be mushrooms. So we were just driving by in this large cemetery when I saw a grave that looked especially interesting. So I found a spot to pull over, and Dred and I are going to go and check it out. If I can find it again. Come on, Dred. Come on. Like many cemeteries, it has very skinny, windy roads. So it was a little bit before I was able to get out. And I can't see the grave that I was looking for from here. There it is, I see it. I don't want to trip over anything on my way by. So this is the back of it that caught my eye as we were driving past. And then when we went past it, I saw it had a dog on it. Here's a good spot to tell the other ghost story associated with this cemetery. Unfortunately, this one is based on a very sad and tragic true story that in June 1935, a 19-year-old woman named Mildred Hallmark got off a streetcar beside the cemetery, and her family reported her missing the next morning. Her naked body was found draped over a tree here in the cemetery. The man who committed the crime was eventually caught, and he was executed by electric chair in October of that year. Mildred's ghost is said to walk the cemetery wearing the white dress and the little hat that she had worn on her last day on this earth. And allegedly, if you would like to make contact with the ghost of Mildred, she likes to hang out here by this gazebo. This cemetery truly does have something for everyone. This is the Whispering Woods Pet Cemetery. Despite the fact that Pet Cemetery will always be associated with the Stephen King novel of that name in my mind, this is a very peaceful little spot with no ghost stories or hauntings associated with it. Here is one of the more famous graves of the Pet Cemetery. Boomer and Leah, who are a pair of lions from the Peoria Zoo, are buried here. Well, here's the last spot I really wanted to see before leaving the cemetery. This quadrant is called American Legion Hill. It's where all of the soldiers are buried. There is obviously a lot more to see in this cemetery. It's really quite large, but we've been here a couple of hours already. It's one of those places where I don't think you could realistically see everything in one trip unless you have a lot more energy and time than I do. There's the statue of the soldier standing guard over all his fallen comrades. Well, I think I'll leave you here for now. Hopefully we've hit all the high points of this cemetery, even though I couldn't see it all. But I hope you have enjoyed exploring historic Springdale Cemetery in Peoria with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you again for my next adventure. Bye for now.